from an old woman's house who was recently here and totally wrecked the studio, lost the remote, and the boy wonder finally got fed and had Nana time. It's Sports Allegedly.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Sports Allegedly.
Grandmother's so mean to me.
Preston to my right, Sean across the way, and to my immediate right, Zach. Thanks for joining us.
Kitty's oldest.
My oldest.
And dumbest son.
Thanks for joining us. Allegedly.
At least he can catch a football.
Allegedly. All right. Well, thanks, everyone. It's been quite a week of sports. Lots to talk about. But I have no issues. What do you want to lead into? I mean, obviously, we could talk about the most pressing issues.
Well, we'll start with NFL, as we usually do. As per usual. As the usual goes on. We'll start. All right. What do you got?
I didn't want to start with NFL.
What the hell do you want to start with?
I'm just kidding. I'm
just saying, this is NFL, and then we go to NCAA.
No, it's fine. Sean, actually, Creston, we were talking about streaming. Schedule came out. We talked a little bit about that last week. Because that hadn't come out yet. We talked about what.
Are you talking about the Amazon?
Yeah, no, Peacock. We were talked about that was announced.
Peacock's just NBC.
Yeah, I know, but it's going to be the first streaming playoff game in NFL history. So not everyone has Peacock, but I'm saying
I have Peacock.
I know, so do we. But anyway, so that'll be the first playoff game streamed, and people will bitch and bitch and bitch about it.
Sure we do.
I think it's funny that, real quick, off subject of sports, we
took a hard right off the bat.
We all want to go to these streaming services, but God, I've not even heard of that one. There's so many. It's
Peacock,
like
heard of Peacock?
No, I'm just saying at the point that you have all these streaming services, you got like
your bill's
$120.
Yeah, I know your bill's back up to
you might as well
but you get to watch what you want to watch. You don't have to get the religious.
Have you ever heard
channels.
of DVR? Like,
why would I have a DVR?
well, I mean, I think Dish works that way. You don't have to DVR shit anymore. You can just skip forward and click it, and it's just like on demand. You just get to watch it.
It pulls it up.
Yeah, which is nice.
No, but that'll be the first streaming, which, I mean, it's eventual. I mean, you're looking at streaming services right now trying to, are bidding on, Pac-12. There's been rumors that streaming service is going to make a bid for their TV rights.
There's also rumored that...
thanks, Amazon. They started
Big
it.
Ten's coming from Washington and Oregon, too.
Well, we'll get to that when we get to that.
Well, you're already talking about it.
Well, no, I was just talking about streaming services. So, anyway, other news, former Colts and Falcons quarterback and former MVP, as we were looking up earlier, 2016, I think y'all said, as joining CBS as an analyst. But his tweet was, "This is not a retirement tweet." But I'm not retiring. So I think he's still leaving it open. If a team wants to sign him, he'll come back and play. But in the meantime, he's going to be a CBS analyst.
I don't think his team has wanted him.
He's retiring.
Yeah. I was going to say,
He's
I think
retired.
CBS
Yeah,
can keep him.
Matt, just
Every
go
GM
ahead.
in the league was like,
Okay, thanks, Matt.
Matt, you had a great career. And everybody pokes at you for blowing a 28-3 lead. But
Allegedly, everybody.
Bubba, just go ahead and give it up and go to just enjoy your retirement.
I did have one thing also on the NFL that I was looking at, just random thoughts. And then if you guys want to pull up, I'd like for Sean, would you pull up the Bears? Creston, would you pull up the Chiefs schedule? Zach, pull up the Cowboys on your phone, or I'll pull that one up. Want to talk a little bit about, and then you can pull the Steelers up because you want to talk about them. We'll talk about our local teams as far as, and then our favorites. We'll talk a little bit about that. But one thing I wanted to, I read an interesting stat. Hold on. Top highest paid wide receiving.
Just wait till stat face comes.
No, the wide receiving crew, the highest wide receiver crew in the NFL for 2023.
Oh, who's looking at the donkey schedule?
Can you name the top five? What's your guesses?
Top five what?
What was that?
Top five NFL teams are highest paid wide receiver crew. The group.
Oh,
who's the highest paid wide receivers?
Dallas? No, they got a rookie. He's still under rookie contract. San Francisco.
Okay.
Philadelphia. Jacksonville?
Okay. So we'll just give me one. Give me your top one.
It's not Kansas City because Kansas City just keeps getting rid of.
Okay, that's your first guess. No, they're not in the top 10 Creston.
I'm saying they keep getting rid of. They keep
Well,
getting
pick
rid
one
of.
you think's the highest one in the.
The Jaguars.
Oh yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna go.
That's your first guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jaguars.
Okay, that's number 4.
4.
What are you trying to say?
Well, now
I'm
it's your
sorry, I
turn.
missed it. What was it? Real quick. Who
I
was
said Jaguars and he took it. Okay, fine.
Okay, we'll put
Hang on.
Creston. We'll put
No, hang on.
I had said Jaguars first.
Well, like 16 teams you picked. The Jaguars
Wait,
come out.
I'm
I
lost.
thought you.
Hang on,
I thought
hang
you
on,
asked me
hang
to
on, hang on.
list the teams.
No,
I'm still looking up
the
schedules.
top 10 highest paid wide receiving core in the NFL for next year, going into next year.
Oh, yeah, okay.
We got a guess? Anybody?
Dolphins, probably.
Yeah, I'd say Dolphins are pretty
Okay,
high.
that's number
Jack-
7.
Jaguars are pretty high up there. 'cause
We've already
that-
said that.
We just said Jaguars.
Okay, that Kirk
Jags
guy.
was 4.
Okay. Damn.
The Vikings ought to be up there pretty high for next year, shouldn't they?
No, I think what's face still rookie.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I'm gonna go fucking the 49ers.
Yeah, I was gonna say San Francisco.
No, they didn't make the top 10.
Oh, okay.
They're the
shit.
Giants because they got Shepard and
Nope.
the Jets.
One you're missing. Who's got one of the best wide receiving tandems
The Bengals.
in the league?
Cincinnati.
Okay, that was second. No,
And then are
no,
we missing a really
no,
good one
the
here?
Bengals didn't make the top one either because they're still on that rookie contract
Yeah, with
too.
Jamar.
I don't want to say the Washington Commanders.
No, they're 12th. but
That's
I
a
just-
dumb one.
Yes.
Who got Allen Robinson?
Oh my God, is it Denver?
Yes, number 2. Which I don't know
You
why.
said number 2 already.
No, Jags are number 4.
Who got Allen Robinson? Who was that?
Is that what,
Or is that the Texans that got him?
Yeah.
No, they're not even up there.
Okay, when you think who's got one of the best wide receiver duos in the league?
Bucks.
Yes, the Bucks, of course. They're number 6.
Nobody ever goes, oh man, Tampa Bay, amazing
Mike-
wide receiver.
Godwin and Evans
Godwin-
do really well.
Evans is
What we
a
talk
Hall
about,
of Famer.
what we talk about in this podcast is usually trios, like the best receiving core. We never say duos. I mean, but Godwin and Evans are up there.
Okay, anybody else?
They got
are we
Tom Brady
giving
who's
up
an
already?
instant Super Bowl.
You got one guy that makes a lot of money, just got traded to this team a couple years ago. Then you got another one that makes a shit ton of money too that got traded to another team.
Is this number 1?
Oh, the Ravens.
No,
Seahawks?
Seahawks are number 9.
Rams?
Yeah, they're number 8.
Fuck.
You guys ain't gonna get this one. Bears are number 10.
Who's number 1? So we still missed number 1.
Yeah, you missed number 1 and number 3. You missed 1, 3, 5.
Cleveland.
Yes, they're number 5.
See.
Who could be number
Pittsburgh.
1?
No, they got rid of their receiver.
Oh, is it Cardinals?
Yeah, that's number 1.
Yeah. DeAndre Hopkins.
Because Hopkins is
Yeah, but
still
Hop-
there.
yeah,
He's still there.
Hopkins.
He's in money.
See, that's what I'm thinking that he's
And
going.
missing number 3, which is obvious.
Well, he's
He
not
was the
number
biggest
3.
wide receiver transaction last year, in my
Oh, the
opinion.
Raiders?
Yes.
Oh, Devontae.
Don't ask how I figured that out. I was just thinking of Jimmy Garoppolo.
You just went through every
dreamy
team.
eyes.
Yeah, and then lost their quarterback. Signed, and then they got rid of him because he wasn't up to snuff. His buds. So anyway, all right, schedule time. Let's talk.
Because Derek Carr's not
Let's
that good.
talk a little bit about schedules. Creston, you got yours pulled up. Let's
Yep.
look at the Chiefs.
I got mine, baby!
Let's look at the Chiefs.
Wallpaper
Hey,
style.
Lions.
Can we all do the Cowboys up? Okay, well, so we can do. Let's just. Why don't you throw it up there and then we go. What
Okay,
we
we'll talk
think
about
each
the Bears.
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you want me to get everybody's?
Yeah, we'll start with that one, and then
Week 1.
Shit, hold
Opinions. Loss.
Are you gonna keep tally marks? Just keep tally marks like up there, and we'll mark it down, and then just count the wins. You don't have to write it out. Just tally,
Okay, what we
tally the
think.
wins.
All right, we can all agree, can't we? I mean, I'm sure we don't have to argue too much. Green Bay, they're going to win that probably.
Yeah, baby.
Be the first one they win. It's Jordan
I'm
Love's
going to go
opening
with
game.
win, loss. Loss.
It's like, loss.
Till we get down to Arizona and another win. We start out with 2 wins in the season and we finish with 3. Watch the rest. Maybe a random win at Washington.
Look at their
well,
bye
I
week.
think
Look at their bye week.
you
numbers,
win
too.
the
That
last
is-
3.
I think that's the latest. That's possible. Is week 13 bye.
I
That
thought
is the
14.
worst bye.
You'll beat Carolina. You'll win the last 3, or you'll switch with Green Bay, and then the other one that you win, you might beat Tampa.
Now, when all of a sudden did the Bears just become better than Green Bay all of a sudden?
That's what I was thinking.
I
Green Bay
mean-
lost one player, and he didn't do that well last year.
Okay, real quick, that one player is a fucking 4-time MVP. I mean,
Is he 4? I thought he was 3. Is
It's
he 4?
4.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so and who did the
who replaced him?
Who did
Jordan
the Bears
Love.
get that were MVP player? Oh, I know you shit on Jordan
There's
Love.
still more people. Is there still potential that they can sign more people, or is it just over? The Bears, don't they have like a lot of cap space? Isn't anything possible?
I think
with those
everything's
fuckers?
about done unless I think everything trading is about done unless you do some.
No, you trade till July 1st.
yeah.
Well, the Bears had an excellent draft,
It's-
so
I don't know.
They
I've been-
did.
Kenny
I'm
thinks
very
they have an
confused.
MVP caliber quarterback.
I didn't say that.
You did.
Fields for MVP? Oh
You
no, I
just
did.
said it.
No, I
Got
didn't.
it on tape.
Fields, you need to cut that. Fields for MVP.
Fields for MVP. And I'll just keep playing it. Just like how you keep playing Weber State. I'll be playing
Fields for MVP.
Fields for MVP.
Okay, yeah, I'm going. They go about 5 and 12, 6 and 11.
6 wins. I got 6 wins.
I got him losing 11, so that'd make him win 6.
6
Yep.
and 11.
Yep, six.
All right, on to.
I think
please,
there was
on
an
to the
AI that
Cowboys.
picked that too. I read an AI pick and
It was 6.
yeah, they had him at 6.
I should have counted wins. I don't know why.
You know what? I think 6 is actually that'd have been easier.
It would have
That's
been
why
easier.
counted.
I went through the teams. I was like, they're
I
losing
mean, that's
to
a
them,
definite.
them.
That's a noon win right there.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield,
That's an
4
onslaught.
4 touchdowns, no interceptions. MVP talk is starting to rumble throughout the league. He's
100
made a
I-
comeback.
As soon as he signed,
Hold on.
as
I'm
soon
going to
as
write it
Baker-
down right
as soon
here.
as Baker signed,
Holy shit.
MVP rumbled throughout Kenny's head. Anyways,
Everyone should write down what they think Baker's stats will be that game, because I'm going 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions,
I'm on 2-2.
113 yards.
2-2, 1.
Pure Baker form.
168.
168.
Well, we'll do that when we
Two,
get closer.
2 touchdowns. 2
I'll go a little
interceptions.
higher than you.
Actually, you know,
175.
that, no,
he
hey,
does
hey,
have Hall
no,
of Famer
yeah.
receivers.
No, that'll just be
Hall of Fame receivers.
No, that's just what we'll do.
Mike Evans is the first year.
But he'll be a first ballot Hall of
No, he
Famer.
won't.
He should be. And you actually look at his stats; they're comparable to
They're
everybody
amazing.
that
They really are
everyone
good.
thinks he's so great. And
He's
that's
very
before
underrated.
Brady.
Yeah.
Think of the shit quarterbacks he had.
He had
Before
Jameis.
Brady. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, Jameis Winston.
2 more picks than touchdowns. I think
Yeah,
it was
that's
like-
where Jameis was getting his yards
So,
at, too.
so we're all about the same on this, though. 5-6 wins.
No, but that's one thing we'll do as the season starts. Is every week before we in closing we'll pick
Dax
Mayfield.
and Baker stats. And Justin Fields.
Do you need to see the game times and all that shit?
No.
You
No,
just need
no,
to
we
see
just
who
need
they're-
No, but I
They're
like
playing.
that. I like that how it's set up. Is that too?
Do you want me to
hard?
make you one
No, just pull up the rest of it.
where it's just you and Tom Brady and Tampa Bay and Mike Evans?
Who I think
Like,
is future Hall of Famers.
Like Mike Evans.
Bob
is
Stoops in the
behind
back.
you. Yeah, Bob Stoops somewhere in the. All right, let me
You
go.
giggle now. He's an old Florida coach. Tampa Bay will be looking for a coach next year.
Oh my God, Kenny!
10 wins will not be good
Kenny's
enough.
filling his life with Oklahoma.
10 wins will not be good enough.
You
So
saw when he won that.
He'll have Baker and Stoops. Yay!
All right, who did we want to see?
no, you can't do that.
We have
Yeah.
to do
You have to do the actual schedule because that's just.
2 Cowboys.
No, no,
This
no.
is the schedule.
Do the boys.
This is their home and away.
Oh, okay. I kind of like the other version.
I like
Yeah,
the other version.
bring up the
also.
picture.
Bring
Can
up
you
the
do
picture. Come on, Sean.
I hate all of
You're the
you.
tech guy. Find the picture.
Do it.
As
Type
you're,
it in.
as you're finding that, we'll talk a little bit about.
Fix it, tech bitch.
No words, just pictures.
We'll talk a little bit about the Bears, though. What'd they win last year? 3?
3 and
Yeah, and they had a tie, right?
14. No.
No tie. That was Houston that had the tie. So they won 3. So they're probably going to double their wins. Now, I picked 6 wins. I picked that on what I really thought was for sure. They could sneak another one
Yeah,
in
there's
there, maybe.
always.
Because if Zach's right about Jordan Love, that could be 2 wins. Because I give them 0 on Green
That's
Bay.
impossible. That team is just outstanding.
I'm saying if you're right. I said if.
What was the
Yeah.
Packers even stats last year with that one guy? And then you put Jordan Love in there. Ugh. I'm going fucking. We should look up their schedule.
Who?
Well, they'll
Do
play
Cowboys first.
They'll play Detroit
We're doing
and
Cowboys
the
right
Bears. So I mean that's
The
6
Bears.
Split 1 and 2 losses.
You know. So
Can you read that?
yes.
Okay, loss,
Loss,
win,
win,
loss,
loss,
loss, win, loss, 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 loss.
Whoa. You're the Browns to beat them.
Oh, sorry. I thought that
Yeah,
was...
that's the Browns' new logo.
Okay, loss.
That's not the Bengals twice, Junior.
Sorry, win.
I know you're in love with them.
I know. That's
No,
another
I was
win.
thinking it was the Steelers
Sorry,
for some
yeah,
reason.
win.
B?
Okay, and then loss.
Don't ask me.
They'll whichever I said on they'll
Win.
split.
Definite win.
Tampa will be...
Vikings loss. New York loss.
Hey, Sean.
Tampa win.
What's going on?
Pull that
I was
back.
splitting them.
Pull that
Just-
back up.
just
Because did that have the
stop,
home?
just stop.
Did that have the home in the way though? Because I didn't.
It did.
Okay,
did.
so I didn't catch that.
You
so.
guys need to give me a goddamn minute.
Shush.
Okay.
Just stay right here.
Okay.
Oh, there's the ats.
Let's
okay,
discuss.
now I see the ats.
The Giants'
They're real
first
small.
game.
You see the ats
I
next
can't-
to the
I
logo.
can't-
I see it.
No, it's
Can't
fine.
blow it
It's
up.
fine.
I see it.
No, it's fine. It don't
Okay,
have to.
so the first game is a win.
I would agree.
The second game could
That
potentially
is
be a win.
September 11th in but it's in Dallas. That's weird. Okay, so yeah, Dallas wins game 1, I think.
Let's go. The Heat. They
win
win the
game
first
2,
three. They're on that
3.
Heat streak, you
They
know, and
win-
everyone's
well,
like,
they
"It's
win
our
3,
year."
They lose
There's
to
the
San
three red-
Francisco because they're away.
Who's your quarterback?
It
at
don't
San
matter.
Francisco.
It doesn't matter.
Fucking
They've got
Christian
enough talent-
McCaffrey.
They got enough
we'll
talent.
roll them. Like,
Okay.
We're up in the air about who the quarterback is.
Yeah.
and we just know they'll lose to them.
Okay, I see 1, 2, 3,
Talking about losses.
4, 5. No, I'm counting wins.
Okay.
10.
God, don't count too
9
hard,
to
Dad.
10.
You're hurting my head.
I see 9, maybe 10. Also,
I got 5.
5.
Okay, here's where I'm going 5 at. They split with New York and the Redskins, correct?
No,
No,
I haven't
they beat
the Redskins both times.
Yeah, both times.
Why is the Redskins logo in here? You sure this is the right year?
Yes, September 11th is New York and Dallas.
Just making sure.
No, Stu, I don't know.
Okay. Anyway, so they split with the Giants and Redskins, in my opinion. The Eagles beat them twice. The Lions beat them. The Vikings beat them. Steelers beat them.
He's real high on
Ravens
the
beat
Vikings,
them.
isn't he?
Bengals beat them. Packers, potentially, they win. They do win. Browns, they win. That's it, though. Oh, and they beat Tampa Bay. I mean, on that other side right there, they have one win, in my opinion, on the right side. Tampa.
It doesn't show.
And then on the other side, they have 4 wins.
What we have to is
5 wins.
I've got 4 wins.
I got 6 wins all day.
2, 9, 16,
1,
6,
2, 3.
13, 20,
4.
20.
6 wins.
Where is their bye week?
Hold on. Zach might be on something here about the schedule.
Yeah, I mean, why is that stupid? And you're like, that's the new Browns logo. They haven't even. They said that they were talking about doing a new Browns logo. And it's gonna have a
That's
dog.
the wrong schedule.
Yeah, this
Okay.
fucking guy. Yeah.
Okay, so can we get the right schedule up, please?
Ah, God damn it. Hey, oh.
Was that last year?
How can we make predictions?
It wasn't last
about
year because it's
wins
been the
and
Commanders
losses?
for like I feel like 3 years now.
Oh, that does say Redskins, doesn't it?
Yeah, we've talked about that, Sean.
Okay, they do open week 1 is the Giants. They're at the Giants.
It's
That's
only-
why it was. I
Well, I want
that
it
was,
to be brought up here and then we'll go over it again.
Yeah, I want to look at it again because I got to see who they're actually playing before I go ahead and mouth off how many games
Did they
they're
just
gonna win.
did they just score another goal before you jump real quick?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll just Google it.
I hope they did.
It's the least I
my,
could do.
That's my team.
I look up Cowboy schedule and I get
No.
I get the Colts.
well,
Did it,
what was their record?
Did
last
any of you guys watch the Tennessee Titans revealing their schedule to the people on the street?
No.
It's pretty funny.
It's hilarious. That's
What
funny.
they
as
called
fuck.
them and everything.
Yeah,
People
they just
do
ask random strangers on the street. They're like, "What's this team?" And they'd be like, "The Cowboys." And then week 1,
There you
it's the
go.
Colts or whatever that they're playing.
Is this the real schedule, Kenny? Can you verify
Yeah,
that Sean
that is the
hasn't
real one.
fucked
That
up?
is
Yes.
verified.
Okay.
Yes.
Verified.
Okay, so
Because there's no Tampa Bay to beat.
loss, win,
What?
win,
Okay, I'm gonna count through mine.
and then I'm going loss. God, I don't know about the Chargers. Did they fire that coach?
Well, not everyone is. People are listening to this, but they're not saying. They don't know who you're saying lost to. Why don't you say?
Oh, gotcha. I'm going the Giants the first week. It's going to be a loss because they're going to split with someone. Jets, Aaron Rodgers is going to come out heavy the first 5 games, so that's going to be a loss. Kyler sucks. That'll be a win. That Patriots team, Mac Jones, I can't figure it out. That'll be another win for him. San Francisco again. That'll be a loss. Chargers, that's going to be a probably win. Bye week, that's a loss. LA
8-9.
Rams.
Yeah, it's
win.
pretty bad when you get picked to lose on your bye week.
Rams win. Eagles loss.
I mean, even
Giants
when
to
Detroit
win that
went
one.
0-16, they were like,
Shit,
yeah,
the Panthers
still-
win.
I text Des. I had an 8-9.
Commanders
I
win.
said I
The
looked at their
split.
schedule.
Seahawks, that's a loss. Eagles loss. Bills loss. Miami loss. Detroit loss. So there's 5 losses in a row at the end of the year. That'll be where we're like, it's not our year. Up to week 12,
Well,
it'll be their year.
that is a tough end of the season.
Seahawks,
Boy,
Eagles,
that
Bills,
is-
Dolphins.
And you can split with them, and
I
they
can
can beat you twice.
I can
mean,
see him
anything,
only winning 7 real easy.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I said 7 to 8 to Kenny. The,
8.
the Vegas odds are 9.5. Over
yeah,
under.
I take the under.
I would take the under all day.
Yeah. 7-8 wins is what I'm seeing.
What if Bryce Young turns out to be a badass? Then that's a
Well, let's
potential
not get crazy.
8 losses in a row.
Let's not get crazy.
I see 7 or 8 wins for him, is what I see.
Because those Seahawks are going to be bad.
So
as
was
fuck
it 9?
this year.
Was it
They're
9?
winning that division.
Was
in
it
my
9.5?
I mean, I don't know who else would. 49ers, who's going to be the quarterback?
And that's just it. If we figure out who the 49ers quarterback is, then we'll be able to see.
Well, we're really high and mighty on Brock Purdy, I thought, on this podcast, but okay.
Well, I am, but I don't know if he's going to be there. I don't know if he's...
I don't think he's going to be back from injury for a while.
I don't think he plays again.
And they've been looking for quarterbacks. There's been lots of rumors about who you're looking. You're trying to trade Trey Lance, but bring in a veteran.
They definitely, if Trey Lance starts for the 49ers and plays, yeah, they're losing.
Lost.
We don't know that yet.
We
though.
do know that.
No,
he
we don't.
sucks
We don't.
ass.
We talked
He
about-
is
we
horrible.
don't know that.
It-
You do
yeah,
not
what else
know
was I
that.
looking
He hasn't
up,
even
Kenny?
played. Like, he hasn't even really played. We've already discussed this on
We've
the pod.
talked about this. He started like 7 games and he's won 1 out of the 7. He sucks.
Okay.
He's won 1 out of 7.
He lost 2 at the beginning of the year. 1 he left injured at the beginning. But we talked about how long he played these games. He played
Okay.
quarters out of these 7 games.
So 9.5 was the over/under for the wins.
I said that.
I know. And so Sean, the
Yeah,
Bears,
confirms that guy.
the Bears,
Six,
the
wasn't it?
bars,
The Bars!
the Bears are 7.5.
Oh, they have 7.5?
That's the over/under on that.
Ooh, take the... oh, God, that's even.
It's 7.5.
Lions
so, I
are
mean,
9.5.
Well, it
Bold.
doesn't
That's the one.
I would-
Definitely take
I would
the under.
almost-
We should be flying and betting the farm on that.
On
Colts,
which one?
6.5.
Oh boy, yeah, I'm
3
going
at
2.
best.
I would
Oh, I wonder what Arizona
almost take the Bears and over it.
Arizona.
What were they? 6.5?
Well, that opened. They're at 5.5 now. So that means the money's went up. So
Yeah, but everybody
that's
can
it. That's
keep
it. That's
talking.
good. Yeah,
Okay.
that's it. So
What's the next one we're looking at next schedule?
I'll reveal it when we get there.
it's his own schedule reveal. Just make sure to get this upcoming years, not 19.
I did. I made sure.
Well, Cowboys apparently are playing the Redskins twice this year, so
That's cute, though. All right, we done with them?
Yeah, everyone got the under on the over under. Everyone got the under on the over.
Yeah, I got the under on that.
Did anybody hear what I
But what did you say? The Bears were 6.5? I would almost take the over on that.
said 7.5.
7.5.
Oh, 7.5.
That's
oh,
what I
that's
said.
close. That's
I
close.
said you can't-
That's
Didn't that
close.
one game just totally change
yes,
your mind?
It does.
Yeah.
Okay, what's going on here, cute time? What's the score?
Sorry,
Still
I
1-0.
thought you said 6.5. I was like, I'd almost take the over on that.
Come on, Seattle.
I found another one that's odd.
All right.
So, all right, here we
Now
go.
I got the Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh for
2023.
Zach. Yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I can do is I can always do this.
What? All right, here's Pittsburgh's schedule.
Okay,
I don't know why I didn't do that.
San Francisco, in my opinion, win. Houston, win. LA, win.
people
Green
can
Bay,
see it,
win.
okay.
Arizona, win. Cincinnati, they're going to split if they win that one. Possible. Cleveland, win. Baltimore, there's a split there too. Jacksonville, I think that'll be a loss. Cleveland,
Are you the
win.
8-8?
There won't be a split on the Cleveland. New England, win. Seattle, loss. Las Vegas, win. Bye week, win. Tennessee, win. And then, like I said, Cincinnati, that's a split. Indianapolis, win. And
9-9.
Baltimore, split again. I'm
You think
going.
9-9?
I'm telling you, that team is going to look really good, and then it's a first-round exit.
Is this a 500 team?
That is an easy schedule. Look at that.
Well, yeah, your
3.
first 3 games, depending on who's quarterback in San Francisco,
4.
you don't hit anything until.
The Bengals,
Oh wait, no, I'm
which
looking
you
at that
split.
wrong. I was looking at the up and down, and not the left and right.
Say you beat Jacksonville,
You got 1, 2, 3,
and then you get the 2
I got
Cincinnati,
8,
Baltimore.
89.
I got 11.
Yeah, that's about what I
got an
like,
early
to be
bye.
honest. 11,
And
12.
I picked them losing to San Francisco because I got them beating
What?
Houston, Rams, Green Bay, Arizona.
Are we
So that's
still-
4.
Kenny
I got
Pickett
Arizona.
is
So I'm at 3.
progressing
I'm one
in the
behind
Steel
you.
City,
Cleveland
okay?
5.
He's
Yes.
been going to
I'm going to
training
give him
camp.
that
He's looking
Baltimore one
good.
because it's at home, so that's 6.
Watt's healthy. Remember
I'm going
that.
to at Cleveland. I'm going to go 7. They're going to beat the Patriots 8. Vegas is 9. Tennessee 10, and Indianapolis is 11.
What'd you say about the Jacksonville game? Just said,
Loss?
And then did you put Cincinnati and Baltimore splits with him?
No, Cincinnati winning both.
9.
Okay,
I've
that's.
got 9.
I mean, they beat their ass game 1 last year, right?
Okay, I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
I mean-
you know, for a guy that's in love with Cincinnati, I mean,
They split. I said
Yeah.
that. I mean, I would say that with Cincinnati, they split.
No, I
he's
give
in
him the
love with the.
Do you think
with
Baltimore's a
the
split?
Heartland.
yes,
He's a
I did put a
Heartland boy.
split home and home on that one.
See, I could see them beating Baltimore
Alright.
twice.
Over under for Pittsburgh on their wins is 8.5.
Oh, I'd go over. I mean, you have almost 8 wins in a
9.
row if they played the cards right, and Kenny Pickett stays healthy.
Well, if everyone could bet, they'd just be all living in
I got
Vegas.
9.
And plus, they got an MVP
You got 11, I got
receiver
9.
for Sean. Who's that big receiver they got? I can't, was it Robinson? Did we get Robinson? You're like, Robinson's really
Sean,
good.
Are you putting tally marks on who's got what? Are you putting tally
No,
marks?
we'll actually officially do that later as we
Okay.
get. We're kind of put just because the schedule will come out. What's the next one, Sean?
All right, we're going Kansas City here.
Loss.
With their terrible
Loss.
coloration. I
Win.
don't know why they did that.
Win.
Let's see.
That might be one of the best games of the year. I'm going to call it right now. That New York Jets Chiefs game.
Sunday night game.
Yeah,
That'd be fun.
that's gonna be
I
a
thought you were
'cause that's-
referring
it's
to
a-
the Chicago Bears Kansas City
No.
Chiefs.
No.
game.
No, that,
Always
that
entertaining.
Jets Chiefs game is going to be like, are the Jets the real deal or not? Are they going to make it?
They're gonna go play
playoffs?
Miami in Germany. It's the Deutschlanders.
Leisland. Or Lost. Sorry, I just
Lost
listen to
Land.
what you said. Got it mixed up. Lostland.
Lostland. Ooh, that's gonna be
11
tough.
for sure is what I got.
11 for sure.
That's what I got. Yeah.
Detroit's a loss.
I think they were picked 13.
Jets lost.
Now, what is their over on?
I got him at 12.
11 and a half.
11 and a
I
half.
said 11. He said 12, and the over/under is 11 and a half.
I think
that's like the
I think
right
the
on
AI
money.
picked them at 13.
Well, okay, so look at the. I looked at it this way. I give the. I counted the losses first. I picked the Jets as a loss because it's at New York, so that's a big game for the Jets. Going to be a loud crowd. That's one. Second loss I picked was the Chargers.
What?
Oh, he's always cute time with the Chargers.
He
I
is.
think they
That's a
split.
fucking
I think
good
they.
time.
I think they split, but it's actually going to be the last.
You think the
game.
Bengals and Steelers won't split, but you think the Chargers and Chiefs will?
Say it again.
You don't think the Bengals and Steelers were split, but you think the Chargers and Chiefs will?
I don't think that Pittsburgh's that great. I mean, you're the one that thinks they're
That
really good.
defense is going to be dominant.
Okay, we'll
I'm
see.
just saying.
I had
My
him,
Tomlin
I had
ain't
him
losing.
I had him losing to Philadelphia in the rematch, and I had him losing to Buffalo, and I had him losing to Cincinnati.
Yeah, I don't have him losing to Buffalo. I traded that for
I do
Detroit.
not have him losing to
and I got
Buffalo.
Cincinnati beating him. Philadelphia
I got
beating him.
Cincinnati
Where's the
beating him
Buffalo
and
Jets?
Philadelphia.
Oh,
I
it's
see
14.
4 to 5 potential
No, I
losses.
said I was
One,
trying to figure out
two,
where
three.
it was.
I got
It's in
3.
Kansas City.
Maybe 4 losses.
I got 4 to 5.
You know they're gonna get cute and they're gonna
I got
have
Jets,
an extra loss.
Miami,
Okay, so 5
Cincinnati,
losses.
Philadelphia.
No, but that's what I'm
and
saying. You know
possibly
that they're
Buffalo.
gonna get cute and
They're
they're gonna
winning
have,
the first one.
they're
the
gonna have a
second
very
one, the
odd
third
loss.
One. The fourth one's going to be the first chance they have.
that odd
It's going to be the
loss-
Chargers.
No, that odd
Is that what
loss.
you-
That odd loss is going to be number 1 or 2. Jacksonville, Detroit will beat them. Game 1 or 2 is my opinion.
Oh, mark that down. They'll start 2-0.
I mean, they
They'll
started
go
like
3-0.
0-4 last year. I thought, wasn't it?
They'll go
Or was that the year
3-0.
before?
Well, who wrote on my pad that's not my handwriting? Oh, that was you.
So you don't think
All right,
they'll
so
go
what you
3-0?
said, KC starts 2-0?
Yeah.
I can see that
Zach
Las
says
Vegas.
no.
I can see the
So they're
Vegas.
losing their third game. They're not starting 3-0.
No, he just said the first 2 games,
Oh.
and I said just mark it down. They'll be 2-0.
The first game they have a chance to lose is number 4, in my opinion.
Mine too.
Detroit or Jacksonville can easily sneak in there and beat them.
I don't think
Jacksonville
so.
can. I mean,
Hey, listen, it's going to be cute with the love affair with Detroit again, and they did very well last year for them. They're still going to win 8 to 10 games,
They're still going to win the division.
and that's going to be it.
Kirk Cousins is hot garbage.
7,
Stop.
8.
You guys with your love affair of just shit quarterbacks, I don't get it.
I am very passionate about hating Kirk Cousins.
Oh, okay.
He hates Kirk.
Kenny loves
said
Derek Carr.
The loss of Dalvin, you got Hawkinson a full year and Addison now.
Well, Dalvin's still there.
Which frees up Jefferson.
Dalvin hasn't left.
I thought Dalvin
left today. Was it not today that they released him?
I didn't see that.
Didn't he get traded?
I thought they released him.
There was a rumor that they were
Was
going
there a
to.
release?
Oh, maybe you sent that to me.
Something happened yesterday or the day before.
I feel like he's not playing there.
No, something happened.
Well, that's possibility.
Yeah. Something happened the last couple of days with the Vikings. I know that. I don't remember what. All right, are we done with the Chiefs? Over-unders?
Yeah.
We good?
Yeah, I got 12.
Yeah, that's what I read. The Vikings want to do Dalvin Cook right by they'll honor his.
Well, that or they want a new contract.
Time for the donkeys.
It's time for the donkeys.
If you ask my wife, they're winning every game they play. Every game.
Well, I know.
Bye week is a win.
I know where their first win is. Chicago. No, loss.
Washington's a toss-up.
They'll beat Washington. Washington ain't gonna beat.
Washington be a little bit underrated this year, I think, in my opinion.
4.
That whole division goes 6 and 11.
They got Walmart money now. Walmart money.
Cleveland, Houston.
Do you think that guy? Okay, so you get the penalty for being.
I think they lose 11 games.
Well, they did last year, I think.
I don't. What was it?
We all picked him right on that. 8.5's the over/under there. I definitely take the under.
Yeah.
Well, now that
I see him losing 11.
You can be different next year, Sean.
Now that
Sean Payton's there, though. He is the guru, isn't he?
Well, and he did kick out Russell Wilson's.
He didn't do anything without Drew Brees, the guru guy.
He did kick out Russell Wilson's weird.
He'd been in Colorado for 4 weeks taking
quarterback coach. Quarterback. What was that guy? What did that guy do? Some dude off the street or some dude that was at a game and yelled at him and he hired him as his quarterback.
Is that picture of him getting high real or was that fake news?
Where?
Sean Payton.
Stop saying fake news.
Taking the bong rip. You guys seen the picture? No, it's just funny. I was like, let's count him out. If
Sean Payton takes the bong rip, happy for him. It's probably the only way he can deal with Russell Wilson's ego.
True that.
Or Walmart.
I was just wondering if that was true or not.
It's not something that's ever ran across in my life. Oh my God, is this celebrity getting high? Who cares?
I was just saying, it might affect his coaching.
What'd you guys come up with?
I said they're losing 11.
Yeah, I didn't have them doing very well either.
Losing 11? Even the Green Bay game?
He went 9-8 without Drew Brees and then quit.
2.
He looks fat.
Yeah, I do.
All right, what's the other schedule?
Cool. All right.
Move on.
So what'd you have?
What was Vegas?
I had him winning 6 games.
What'd you say
I just
Vegas?
counted the wins. I counted Washington's. Vegas was a split, so that's 2. Just count the first one; it don't matter. So that's 2. Cleveland was 3. Houston was 4. New England was 5, and
a win.
And the Chargers all have them a split with 2.
You know, we've done like 4 or 5 schedules now, and we
12.
had New England losing all the time in each one of them. So, are we just going New England goes
0-17?
All
right, and now
none of us have picked New England to win in these schedules.
And now for the schedule with the Hall of Fame wide receivers.
And the future Hall of Fame quarterback MVP, Baker.
No, comeback player of the year will be the award he wins.
I thought he
year.
already got that.
They're at Minnesota. That's a loss.
He had a comeback game with the Rams.
They beat Chicago.
No.
Yeah,
bullshit.
they will. They'll beat
did.
Chicago.
No, they won't.
They lose to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
It's a toss-up between.
They lost to New Orleans.
Take a loss.
They lost to New Orleans
I'll take a
about
loss
3
there.
times a year with Tom Brady. Let's not forget that.
That's true.
So I don't know what Baker's going to
So right now we
Is
have.
that your boy?
We have how many wins? We got 1 win so far out of the first.
Is that your boy?
We'll beat Atlanta.
top.
We'll beat Houston.
Let's see.
Godwin's on the
So
bottom.
that's three
that's
wins.
3
It's gonna be
wins.
behind Kenny.
Tennessee's 4 wins.
Uh-huh.
Indy's 5 wins.
Whoa!
Carolina's
That's Kyle
6
Levis.
wins.
11. Will Levis.
6 wins, and then the other Carolina.
I'll give you Indianapolis.
They split the Carolinas.
They'll split Carolina and probably split Atlanta too.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
You got the
And
Green.
So you got 5,
I'm gonna go.
6 wins.
I'll go splitting with New Orleans too.
You got
Okay,
a Green
7
Bay win,
wins. You got
Tennessee
7 wins.
Possible Chicago win.
What's the over/under on that?
Possible Houston win.
Anybody got to guess what the over/under is?
Oh God, 5.
6.5.
I was going to say 6.
Would you
I
count?
didn't want to say half, but
We had
That's a pretty good
7
one.
wins if you
Six.
split those two.
I hate the half.
So it's
I
6
hate
to
these-
7.
Well, because you don't want to have even money.
I know,
You
Kenny.
know.
I'm well aware of that.
Thank you.
I
you
understand how gambling works.
Pestle-
All right, that's our NFL news for the week.
Yes.
That was interesting going through that, though, because it's amazing.
And we'll do more as we get closer.
Well, we've decided
everybody
is New
feels
England
really
sucks.
close to the same, except then you have Zach. Pittsburgh's winning it all. They're not losing.
14-2 or 3 in the regular season.
I never said that. I
Kenny
said they had an
Pickett,
extremely easy
MVP.
schedule.
Oh, God.
All right. NCAA?
Sure. Which one?
I just say we do football if there's any football news.
No. Yeah, I did have. No, nothing of significance. We'll move on. I'll
Only
mention that.
only thing about NCAA
minute.
right now is something's about to go down in Michigan State.
Well, there's been some coaches leave.
Well, and they also lost that 4-star commit.
Michigan State's a little bit of a farce. Just say.
Well,
They had that one good portal year.
No, I knew that.
Sign that coach.
I picked them
You
to
did.
be the, yes.
Coach made a mint now. Everyone's split. It's going to be tough to. And they play in the Big Ten. I mean, the Big Ten, that's what Nick Saban did at Michigan State was so impressive before he took the LSU job is he won consistently there, and that team was good. Otherwise, they've never been a really. Even the guy before them that was the coach, God, what is his name? I could see his face and everything. He was a pretty damn good coach.
Smoker, not Smoker. It was.
He had a quarterback or a wide receiver named Smoker or
I thought
something.
the quarterback was Smoker.
Anyway,
No, I really like the guy.
did not Denardi, Mike something.
Didn't he end up?
God.
Didn't he end up in New
No,
Mexico?
no, he never coached. He hasn't coached anywhere else.
Choker.
Hey.
The hell was that guy's name? Are you looking it up right now?
Yes.
Okay.
It's Mike something.
Oh, did you see that little pug? Yeah, pug. You pug. I'm gonna get a different one. Fucking Grand Canyon crap.
So
Oh, goddamn Stars are up 2-0 on the Kraken.
Woohoo!
Look at that lady.
that's
She's,
good. That's
she's
good.
definitely a Stars fan.
Look at that.
That is good.
See all that?
Stars fans.
Well, yeah. Of course, Mel Tucker is the current.
Yeah, Mel Tucker is.
He's the current.
Ooh,
He's-
Mel
he's-
Tucker's just a bad coach.
Yeah, he signed a 10-year, $95 million contract.
Bad coach.
You're talking about getting paid for one good year.
One good season will
that-
keep him around, and then you turn
What do you
into
need,
fights in the
That's your
hallway.
laptop.
Yeah.
Do you,
Well-
do you need an ink pen?
No.
Okay,
I just need
good.
the laptop real quick.
'Cause I was going to give you
Just
one.
for 4 minutes.
Oh, sorry.
Watch the cable there, Hoss.
I
Watch
apologize.
the mic there, fat fingers. Cut your fingernails.
I know, they're gross, man. I was digging up trees yesterday.
Okay, so now what's next on the agenda? Since
Mark
we,
D'Antonio.
D'Antonio.
we got the
My
NCAA
God.
out of the way, or football
Oh, my
anyway.
God.
Are we going to talk about the OU women's softball?
That's what I was gonna say.
That's
I've
what
got,
we're getting-
I've
that's
got
what we're getting to.
softball,
Just
that NCAA.
Running through all this.
Let's move into softball real quick. Obviously, OU's number 1 seed overall.
We'll just do NCAA.
3 more games.
What do you got for NCAA?
They'll tie the record for softball wins. They're at 44 now. 3 more games they tie. 4 they win.
Is that their own record?
No, Arizona's.
Jenny Finch?
I think so. It was either Jenny was right before or right before maybe. It could have been. It was 98-99.
Oh, that's sweet Jenny Finch.
So Arizona's got 47 in a row. So they've got and they can do that obviously in this tournament. So I as far as the you can look up. I mean I didn't really go through everybody's teams are playing. One thing that I did find funny, obviously we knew OU, but OSU
Oh, here's the news.
ended up got a 6 seed. Even after they only won 3 games out of like 11 or 12 to finish the season, got swept. Texas I know swept them.
Texas swept them.
Texas had a better record and swept them, and they got a 13th seed. It was kind of funny how it was weird, to be honest, how they do the seeding. Now, obviously, OSU started out better, had a stronger performance early. Maybe they're just taking it as a slide. Who knows? But anyway. Looks like Alabama, from what I read, got a pretty easy schedule. Not a schedule. What is it called? It's not a bracket. It's a damn... What is it?
What region?
Yeah, region. Okay, that's what it is.
They do region, and then they do the super region, and then they do the World Series.
Well, region's more baseball. What? I mean, there's a damn thing they call
But
it.
the women do it too.
I know. It's just something.
You got the bracket within the region.
Yeah, I know. So you played 4 games in your regional. Like I said, OSU being the third, 6 seed, OU being the 1 seed. Texas made it. I it's OU's to lose.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they've been dominant again. So I can't.
I'm looking for something that's not that. But ever since
I know, get you just. Whew.
Ever since I turned off the filter, I didn't even look for any of these.
Yeah, OU, the Jenny Finch, the pitcher.
Yeah, was she in that era though? That was in. Yeah, take that word off. Then I want to say it was 97, 98, something like that.
Let me look up. See if this doesn't pull up shit again. Who's she married to? She's married to a pitcher. So you know that kid's going to come out with a rocket.
Austin Regional, they had the Longhorns, Aggies, Texas State Bobcats, and Seton Hall. Ouch. Thanks for coming, Seton Hall. Let you get all the way down. That was pretty regional except for that crap. Evanston got
she was 99
their
to 2000.
own regional, and that was their first softball appearance ever.
What did you say?
I think it was 97, 98.
Well, this is 99 to 2002, so she came in after.
Okay, I couldn't remember. Yeah,
those white teeth.
So.
Okay, good.
Fine.
Everybody went quiet.
No, I'm trying to find it.
It's at 2.5 minutes left. Empty net.
There's Stillwater Regional, so they play, and then Wichita. They were the AAC regular season champ. Cornhuskers were 4th in Big Ten, and then Maryland, Baltimore County was American East champs. Wichita actually beat them during the season, beat OSU, so that's a potential that it was pretty regionalized. And then Alabama got Central Arkansas, Middle Tennessee State, and Long Island.
What? What's wrong with Long Island?
Well, they earned an auto bid by default because Merrimack was ineligible. Middle Tennessee State was 39 and 18. They won their tournament championship. They were 13 and 10. And Central Arkansas was 40. I mean, they had a good record, but anyway, no way. So anyway, Tennessee, the 4th seed. Tallahassee Regional was Florida State. They're really good. Obviously, UCLA looks really good. 52-5. One of those losses was it one loss? Yeah, I think it was just one loss that we beat them. They've got Liberty. San Diego State was the tournament champs, and Grand Canyon also tournament champs. And then you got the Norman Regional. California, 33-19, 6th place in the Pac-12. Missouri was last in the SEC. I don't know how they made it. They were 34 and 24, 7 and 17, and then Hofstra, 29 and 25. They were the CAA champs. So I don't foresee any issues coming out of that regional right there. So anyway, but like I said, 4 more wins, and they've got the record because I want to make sure I got that right now. I'm questioning myself. I think they're at 44 in a row.
Kenny, if it's about stats, and it is, you're right. You've read them 12 times. You're going back.
Well, no, I want to make sure that I am. Because I think they've won 44 in a row.
Ew, she has gross thumbs. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know why Kenny's lost in his own little world of trying to figure out stats. You guys don't know anything about softball.
No care.
You live in the state of Oklahoma, Zach. You should care about softball.
What state does?
Well, okay,
cool.
Here's move on.
The question for Zach is, what state does Zach actually live in?
They've 43 in a row. So I had the 4 in my head. 4 ties it. So they won 43 in a row. So they need 4 wins to tie the record. 5 to beat it. So I thought that. Got to thinking, see. One game is throwing me off. All right, anything else on softball? That starts, I think that starts this week?
Soon, isn't it?
I don't know the exact date. We should be actually.
Men's baseball's happening right now, isn't it? Or this weekend?
Yes, moving on. Men's baseball. I've watched a little bit. I know that OU had they swept Gonzaga. I don't know Gonzaga's baseball record, but they did sweep them. They are starting to move up the rankings. I think they're in the 30s, late 30s right now, kind of an RPI type, whatever they do in baseball. So they're going to have to still get moving up or continue to move up to try to get. And they need a good showing in the Big 12 tournament as far as baseball. So.
Oh, they've got to win it again. Pure and simple.
I think they might be able to get in.
Pure and simple, they've got to win it all again. Even though they did sweep Texas, and did they sweep Gonzaga? Is that what you said?
May 24th to 28th is
softball.
Is baseball.
So,
baseball. Yeah, baseball. Yes. I'll get you softball start.
Kenny's typing. Is that what I'm hearing all the time when I have to edit this?
It's not me typing.
Why is your computer over there?
Because he has to borrow it. And I'm not good at looking things up anyway.
He ain't looking up anything. He's watching the end of the game.
So I wanted to do something entertaining for softball hour.
We didn't spend an hour on that.
No, just 22 minutes.
You didn't even count that. I just want to know why Destiny never bought that cable when I sent her clear text.
Oh, it's over. You can have it back. I was just seeing that.
How long is left?
Dallas
25 seconds.
25 seconds.
25 seconds left. Dallas goes to the Western Conference Championship to face off against Vegas. And then Eastern Conference is set. Carolina Hurricane and the who's the other team? Why am I
Florida?
Florida Panthers. Yeah, the surprising Florida Panthers. Still 30 years and counting since the Canadians have won a cup. So it'll be U.S.
Way to rub that in our northern neighbors.
I know. I seen something that
you could be a lot nicer about it. You could have said, "Hey, sorry, maybe next year."
Yeah, someone posted that today, and then the Canadians. I seen a Canadian news outlet that was like, "We're rooting for Vegas because it has the most Canadian players on the roster." And I was like, "Whatever makes you guys feel good inside."
No kidding.
Whatever you have to tell yourself.
Las Vegas, Canada.
Welcome to Las Vegas, Canada.
Las Vegas, Saskatchewan.
That over there.
Oh shit! They just scored. I think it's a goal. Yeah, Kraken. Yeah.
With what? 12 seconds left.
Hold on, I'll tell you. 17. Wouldn't that be crazy?
Fuck no. No, give me my computer. You said it was over.
You said it was done.
It's a good goal too.
I was a winner 10 seconds ago.
17 seconds. They did well, and they obviously.
That goalie's gonna be nervous when they're coming down.
Yeah, they're obviously empty net right now, so they did have the one-man advantage. So did score, got him on his right side.
Oh my God, are you getting bored?
God, no, it was this big super yawn.
No, he couldn't.
He's
read
also
it.
bored
he
with
can't
the
read
softball
stats right
stats.
now, so.
Oh, that's what's wrong. All right.
So we can move on as far as we'll talk about the Eastern Conference. I've got Carolina obviously beating the Panthers, even though everyone is not.
We just go right into hockey talk.
No one is. Yeah.
No one has what?
No one has bet on the Florida the whole way.
Oh yeah.
You know, so
I think most
I've been
consensus
secretly
is,
rooting for them.
I am now. I want it to be Panthers.
Well, no, even in the last series, I was
obviously.
rooting. I was
of course,
kind of
No.
quite
The
impressive.
Stars.
Quite
Well, I just
impressive
want Vegas,
wins though. I mean, to make it through Boston and then Toronto, who was
picked the
somewhat
second
of a
most.
favorite. Somewhat of a was it Toronto they beat Zach or am I?
Yeah, they beat Toronto.
Was it Toronto? Yeah.
And Boston.
Yeah. I was
But
saying
Toronto,
Boston. I
you
know.
said Toronto was
Boston.
picked. Toronto was.
But Toronto was picked
the
up there
second?
high too. So
The second most picked to win.
Oh shit. We got a face off down in the zone. I
oh
mean, it's
boy,
right
9
Whose
seconds
zone?
left.
In the Dallas
Dallas
zone?
zone.
Yes, yep.
Just
9
shut it down.
seconds.
Shut it down. Your jinx. Shut it down.
Put the computer down.
Everyone looks so stressed, including Creston.
I am. I wanted to win this.
This would be the most impressive thing, probably close to hockey history. If this happened right here.
Oh my God.
All right. Well, I guess we're just right
How
into
many seconds
hockey.
are left?
They're doing a timeout.
Well, what else do we need to talk about for that?
Well, we talk about that poor goalie who's about the only him and Carolina's goalie. are the two goalies that
Florida's goalie
have performed the best. Yeah.
Yeah. He's impressive.
I mean,
19th is first pitch. That's Friday. That's when it's the.
you
the
just
North,
walked right back.
Sorry, the Northern
Just
Regional. I
walked
had to
right
yeah.
back
Anyway,
to softball.
go ahead. Goalie, what?
The two goalies, Carolina and Florida's goalies are the two goalies.
Zach, what's their names? Since you're the hockey bystander.
One's like Gutenberg.
Florida and Carolina's.
Bobrovsky is Florida's.
Yeah, he's
and
good.
then I do not know who Carolina's.
I forgot. I just watched the damn game too.
No
See?
love for Carolina. I
Well,
just
that's
watched
how
them,
long,
and they're
that's
fast.
how long that it's been.
They're
They are
fast,
fast.
and they skate well. I mean, they do that.
I've seen them
And
live this year.
and it
There are
doesn't-
some fast people.
It doesn't take. Did y'all win
I'm
that
not-
game?
yeah.
Nope.
What happened?
It doesn't take much to.
You get it with the.
It does.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Shit.
Oh my God, that
was
made
a
me
fucking
nervous.
Close one.
Did you
That's
just-
it. Ball game.
That was
I'm
close
clicking.
as hell.
My
That-
God.
They had a look too, right at the
Yeah,
end.
they did. You talk about a sphincter pucker.
All right, Dallas.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sphincter Pucter.
Puckter Hour. Dallas moves on to the championship 2-1. They defeat the Kraken. It was a good run for the Kraken. I would have much
Second
rather
year.
seen Avalanche and Stars series,
Shut up.
but the Kraken did beat the Avalanche. So that's a good win. It's their first series as a team or a franchise, and they beat the defending champs. So
As
pretty
a
impressive.
team.
Last time Stars and Vegas went against each other, Stars advanced to the Stanley Cup final.
Is that the one a couple years ago?
This is a repeat, yeah.
Yeah.
Of the
Boy,
time.
that was a stat I just didn't
I haven't.
care about.
I haven't watched like any Vegas hockey.
I have not watched
Even in
one
the
of their
playoffs,
games.
I
They're
really
a bunch
haven't.
of nobodies.
I watched it last night.
I
But
mean,
no,
they're
but-
just really good.
well, no,
at it.
because
Well, no, I
the
didn't watch
one
it last
game-
night because
the-
it was too quick.
The one game I was gonna watch, I flipped on, and that was that random one. They were winning like 6-1 or something. That I mean, there was one game
The Edmonton
that
game?
they
Or
killed. Yeah, I think it was
the-
early Edmonton series. They won like 6. They had 6 goals on Edmonton or something. And I was gonna watch that, and I looked at that, and I went,
Inconsistent.
I flipped it off.
Stars
So,
will beat them. In my
I
opinion.
don't even know who their goalie. I forgot.
Stars
who their
does,
goalie is.
probably do have a better goalie, obviously.
Now, here's the thing:
Um,
everybody coming out of the Pacific Division is going to be beat up.
I mean, a second-year team
They've
got 6
gone.
goals on them
They've
last
gone.
game.
They've
I
gone
would
what?
say
6 games, 7 games.
Who?
Everybody in the Pacific Division to get here, and then the majority of it like
That's
7
the
games.
entire playoffs.
The
I
last
feel
2
like.
have been 7 games, whereas you got Carolina and you got Florida, who've gone 3-1, 3-1.
Are we done?
Well, 4. No,
Yeah.
just rest my ears.
So can you officially say
Rest
that
your
I've won
voice.
this? You said this earlier.
Rest your tits.
You said earlier I've won the pick.
Oh, yeah. So
Oh, thank you for bringing that up, Creston.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
How random of you to
Preston.
bring that up.
First-time hockey watcher won our bracket challenge. Good for him. Good for fucking him.
Good
I think he has
for
Dallas winning it all. So, I mean,
Well,
he has
he has a secret love affair for Dallas teams. He finally
what if
showed it
he
this year.
logs in, he won
I
it
don't
all?
know
He's
why
like
he
number
didn't
one in
pick. We
America.
chose him Nashville, and he just didn't want it.
It's like, come on, they throw a catfish on the ice. They're all about the outdoors in Nashville.
Exactly. You like catfish and outdoors.
No, I think Sean, what you were getting to is the Florida and the Hurricanes.
Florida and Carolina
They played
both-
less games,
Yes.
so they're going to be more rested.
A little
So,
fresher.
now it depends on how, but they're going to play each other.
Oh, Anderson's their
they're
goalie.
going to play each other. So wait, what did the Vegas? What did it go? 4-1, 4-2, the Vegas series.
Oh,
Go back to that one.
4-2.
Was
Yeah.
it 4-2? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so that was only one game difference. So, but you're gonna see the East have 2 pretty well rested teams, or more rested, not well rested. How about more rested teams, as far as that goes? So,
boy, we need to teach you some language.
yeah, I
properly.
know. All right, let's move on. Anything else on hockey? So you're going Dallas, Carolina. I'm as well. Zach.
Yeah, I'll go Rogue against you guys. I'll go Dallas and Florida.
Rogue
Who's
of
that
you.
going against? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
very
we all
rogue.
picked
I'm going to
Dallas.
go rogue, and I'll say Vegas, Florida.
Okay, there you go.
There you
That's
go.
rogue, asshole.
I just
But after
can't-
one game,
I
just
think
go
Vegas,
change your
I think,
pick,
I
right?
think Vegas
Zach?
has got it.
How'd
in the
that work
bag.
out for
Or,
you?
I mean, I think Dallas has got it in the bag. With Vegas.
Well, I don't know. You want to talk about the NBA playoffs? And,
Let's do. Yes, that's what we're
You
gonna-
talk about the Sixers
we're moving
Golden
it-
State Warriors final for Zach?
We're moving into the. Let's go to the NBA
Thanks for
playoffs.
taking my pen.
Where are we at on time?
Zach, we're at 55.
Okay, we are about done. Then we'll
Zach has to completely redo his picks.
Well, I tell you the most impressed I've been, and they generally kind of annoy me, but the Lakers have been an impressive team.
Oh, very annoying. I hate him.
LeBron James
Austin Reeves
has played great.
Like,
OU's own Austin Reeves, by way of Wichita State, but he did finish up at OU, went undrafted. That guy's going to get paid some money after this year.
Oh, he's definitely getting
money.
paid money after this year.
But he's played well because he's a tryhard. I mean, you can tell he's a tryhard.
I didn't watch, but all the highlights, Austin Reeves.
Anthony Davis, every other game. I think he...
Oh, he's an awful one.
Every other game. But LeBron, as old as he is, you can tell he doesn't have the step like he used to. But they have played well, and I really think not enough credit. I mean, everybody talks about the stars and Anthony Davis and all this, but I think Darvin Ham coming in as coach, that team looks much different. They play for him better. I don't think he tries to micromanage.
They didn't look that good in the regular season. That was the issue.
No, they really. But I mean, he's first year head coach. First time he's been with the team. I mean, players kind of came into it, and you know what you do. I think they start out 2-10 or something like that. And what you do, they had a play-in game because they finished up as a 7 seed. So I thought
at face.
Look at all three of their faces.
But I think it's been a great run. And with that being said, I think Denver beats them 4 games to 1. I think Denver annihilates them in the series, no doubt.
Annihilate 2.
Denver will beat the Lakers.
God, you are just riding this
5 games,
train.
maybe.
Is it conference finals right now?
Yeah, this is Western Conference now.
Final 4.
Yeah, we're all
Final
conference,
four.
aren't we?
Yeah, all conference now.
And then who's the other side? Celtics and
Celtics Heat.
Yep.
Repeat of last year.
Celtics.
No, it wasn't a repeat of last
It was.
year.
They met in the
the
conference.
Heat last year too?
Yes.
This was the COVID repeat. Same Final 4 teams.
Where Heat went.
Really?
Yeah, I think you're right because it was.
No, Lakers won. Lakers won the
Against
COVID
the
year.
Wasn't last
right?
year.
The Lakers won the COVID year,
Yeah.
but Boston came into the finals against the Heat because Kenny picked the Heat.
Yeah, Boston. No,
You picked the
Boston
Heat,
hasn't
Golden
been to the
State.
finals, have
But
they?
that was 2
With
years.
Jason Tatum
no, 3.
and this regime. They haven't
When
been
was
to the
that?
finals.
well, who
have
was
they?
the finals last year?
It
Yeah.
was Boston,
Golden State and
Yeah, so Boston's been.
Boston
to the
did
finals.
go last year.
Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah.
Yeah, and Tatum.
I picked- it was last
I
year.
picked the
Game
Heat
7.
last
You
year.
picked the Heat and Golden State to play.
And then did the Heat go the year before and lose to the Bucks?
Well, they would have lost in the Eastern Conference Championship to the Bucks because the Bucks won the championship.
And then who the
that year.
Bucks beat? Suns.
Was that? Oh God, I don't
Suns.
think so.
It was the Suns.
Really?
Yeah, Bucks, Suns.
Hey,
That's right.
That was Booker's year where it's like, Suns, Army, we're
That's
going
why
to
your
win it
wife
all.
fell in love with Booker.
Yeah.
I don't think we could talk a little bit about the Suns as far as we can talk about the Suns and the. Let's talk about let's back up. Let's talk about the losers in this.
I have a clarification for Kenny's
We know what you're going to talk about. You're going to talk about people losing coaches.
47.
That's what I was right on.
It was
47.
96, 97.
Oh, not 97, 98. Okay, so I was right on the number. It was 47,
Right.
and we're set at 43, not 44.
I finally got that. I don't. Oh, well, everybody's looking at that screen too.
No, so
Oh no, I gotta take that off. I'm looking at Jenny Fitch.
Golden State beat the Celtics,
What do
yes.
I care?
And the Heat last year were the 1 seed. Celtics were the 2 seed. That is why I picked the Heat. So it's the same Eastern Conference Finals again. Mavericks played Warriors last year. So Mavericks are who beat the Suns. Suns were number 1 seed that year. So I'm going to look
You
back.
picked the Mavericks. You picked Heat Mavericks.
Yes, I did. Well, I mean,
Well, you gotta go with stats.
no, I generally,
Sean.
I generally don't always root for
Stats.
no.
Stats. Oh, stats.
Stats.
Yes, and the Bucks did beat the Suns the year before. Forgot about that. And remember, the Hawks made the conference finals that year against the Bucks. I'd forgot about that. So
Yeah, and then they lost guys off that team. That's why they've gone down. Well, the Hawks. That's why the Hawks have gone downhill.
You know, 2 year or a year and a half.
Oh yeah, we
later.
didn't talk about the coach firings.
Well, let's finish the playoffs, and we'll talk about the coach firings as far
Very
as
surprising. Arizona fired their coach.
Phoenix. Yeah.
Yeah, I can call them Arizona. I think
well, that's kind of, let's get in that before we fit the losers. But we're going to get into the loser part, and we'll talk about the Suns.
That's the stat part.
Yeah, the Suns and...
That's where you read stats.
Yeah, hold on, the Suns and the 76ers. So we'll start with the Suns. Sean brought it up that Monty Williams did get fired. Obviously, they had made the conference finals, like Zach said, 2 years ago. He's one of the more winning coaches in their history.
I know. I was very surprised.
Had a big trade this year. Got Durant in. They didn't get a lot of time to play together. Listen, everyone loves Devin. Let me spit that out. Booker. To me, I just don't see it. I think he's a 1B. He's not an all-star. He's not a go-to guy.
Well, but that's why you need Durant and CP3.
And Durant and I thought Booker looked horribly. He said he's another Trae Young. I thought Booker looked horrible on defense too. There was many times he had his shoulder or back to people when they were going up for the drive, and I thought this guy ain't even playing defense, and all of a sudden wants to go do hero shots, shoot a long three, and miss.
Who is it?
Booker. I thought Durant still looked good. He just don't look as good. You know, age is catching up to him too. He's 34, 35 years old. He's got still a long contract there. They did give up 4 first-round picks, 4 unprotected for
Kenny
for him.
and Kevin Durant's defense. Age caught you a long time ago.
But no, I don't think that.
It's that shit right there. Once in a generation.
Okay, this Wembanyama is supposed to be the next LeBron. So
who wants to be a bitchy, whiny bitch?
No, I'm just saying that's your opinion, but I mean LeBron is probably number 2 all-time greatest player. You know, in most people's eyes.
No.
Especially
he'll be in the top 5,
this.
But no.
Okay, so either way, so no one that's been drafted since LeBron's going to make the top 5. Is my point. Steph maybe.
Did you see my eye roll?
So, but anyway, Monty's gone. They'll probably look at Nick Nurse from Toronto. There's a lot of coaches available, a lot of retreads. Could try. One thing I think they get an experienced head coach in there. I don't think they're going to hire an up-and-coming assistant.
No.
Phoenix.
No, and that's why I'm scared.
Time to win now.
And that's what I'm scared of Chicago if they don't fire Billy and they get.
I don't think they're going to fire Billy because they haven't done it yet.
I know.
Unless they're waiting to see how the lottery comes out. That could be a possibility.
I mean, I'll take Monty,
you know, so as for the 76ers, I mean, what do you say? I mean, Tatum obviously had Game 6 was not good for him starting out, played well later. Then all of a sudden, boom. What was that series? Was it 4-3 to... How big a lead did Philly have? Wasn't 3-1, was it? Was it 3-2 maybe?
3-2.
And did Boston 3-2. Win the last 2?
I think so.
So, you know...
Yeah, because they had a chance to put him out. That's what it was. They had a chance to put him out, and they didn't do it. And then you end up with sad stories of, is James Harden done? And, no, that guy he plays with guns. We don't talk about him. And, Doc Rivers and the sad reality of losing.
He getting fired?
No, probably. I don't know.
No, probably. I don't know.
No, probably. I don't know. Way to cover your ass like Kenny does. Yeah.
That's my Kenny answer of the day. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
We need to do that every week. One Kenny answer of the day. Yes, no. If he would have threw better, he would have been an all-star.
You know, if
he
that
could run
receiver
faster
would have
and
caught
catch
all
the ball,
the balls, and that was a winning game.
Yes, they were. They won the first one without Embiid. Boston turns around, wins the second 2.
All right.
And then they win. And then they win the next 2.
Boston won 2.
Harden has a hell of a game. Embiid in game 5 wins a hell of a game. So now they're up 3 games to 1 or 3 games to 2. And then, obviously, it was the Marcus Smart game of Game 6 and 51 points.
Dude, I got confused.
Did you see the smoke rolling out of his ears right there? There was gears grinding when he was trying. But Game 3, 1, 7, 5.
But Tatum scored 51, most points in a Game 7.
I'm Kenny. I read numbers.
51 points, Game 7, most in history. One stat that I did have to tell you, though, is 11 minutes.
Let's hear it. Go.
11 minutes, 11:23.
All ears.
11:23 left.
You have our undivided attention.
Okay, let me finish.
Go on. Just go ahead and say it. Spit it out.
Are you going to finish?
11 minutes.
Can you get this out? We're waiting.
We want to know the stat. Can you tell us?
We need it. We're on edge.
11 minutes left. 11 minutes left in the third quarter. The score is 60-55 Boston. 44 seconds left in the third quarter.
As
The
anybody
score
that was watching would have seen.
The score is 88-55.
Everyone listens like, fuck this. I'm listening to Joe Rogan.
But no, I mean it's almost impossible.
At least
I can just
is there a knitting podcast on?
28 point change right there in the third quarter. I mean, they scored 10 points the whole third quarter. Philadelphia did, and they want to blame the coach. Embiid comes out on his Twitter and says something. Or
quit on us. Who quit on who?
Says we can't do it all. Just me and James can't do it all. And I thought, well, Maxi's a pretty good player and a pretty good 3-point shooter too.
Dude, I've always said that Embiid was an entitled asshole.
Yeah, he won the MVP. So
yeah, he won an MVP, so he's got a voice now.
I don't care.
Will he win another MVP?
No,
probably.
No.
Let's give it back to him, babe.
All right, let's move on to. We talked about the loser. Let's move on to the winner side. Heat, Celtics. You guys, everyone's still going with the Celtics. I think they're too talented.
But I know about Jimmy Buckets. Love that guy. I've loved him in Chicago. Love him now.
They're just too talented.
Root for him.
They'll win 2. I'll go 6 games. 4-2. Could be 5. Could be 4-1. Denver, the Lakers. As I said before, Lakers have had a great run. The matchups for Lakers are bad, though. It's just bad. Denver, I jokingly said 4-1. I'm going to go 4-2. They go win it in 6.
I think they take it to Game 7. I think LeBron realizes that this is winding down for him. He doesn't have.
Oh, he's trying to get his son. He's got his son going.
I understand this, but this is his last good chance to win one.
Well, and Anthony Davis can be re-signed. You know, they could bring both them back next year. Probably short contracts, big money. Problem is, that's going to not give a lot of the role players around them, like Reeves we've talked about. Hell, Latavius Caldwell Pope has had a pretty good series for a guy that's been a nobody for a while for the Lakers. So to bring back them, you know, I think it's either LeBron might have another year, an option year. But anyway, so I haven't really got in that depth to it. But
can you pay me some more?
I've got the Nuggets.
I do too. I think they may take it down to the wire with them. I think it may go to 7.
You know, but they could do it in 5 or 6.
I made my prediction.
I'm not covering my ass. I'm saying
I should get one. Do it.
I made my prediction.
Use it on that.
I made my prediction.
Yeah, it could happen in 5. You're right. I got it at 7. But if the matchups work out like I think they will, it could be 5
or 6,
and maybe even 6.
No, I'm gonna go 4-2 on both of them. But I'm leaning more 4-1 on Denver. I'm leaning. But if I had to bet money, it'd be 4-2.
Well, then bet some money here.
No, I haven't seen the odds are.
Oh, he's got to look at.
Yeah, I think it was. Why
can't you just bet with your heart?
No, I think it was plus.
Bet with your heart.
Plus 140.
Okay.
For Lakers. Anyway, Lakers were obviously underdogs. So
right. we also have the lottery coming up. You said Tuesday.
Yeah, it's tomorrow night. That'll be the basketball lottery.
And then as everything else, I don't know. We can.
Wimbayama. He's the guy.
I flip this screen back over with this. Now everybody is a generational talent or a generational prospect. Yeah, I'm looking at you because you used that word like 18 times. So yeah, they're calling Wimbayama. Where's he even at? Does he play in high school or is he? No,
he plays overseas, I believe.
Who's potential to get him?
Okay, that's what I was getting ready to say. The odds. The odds, there's a 14% odds for 3 teams to get the first pick. That's going to be Detroit, Houston, and San Antonio. 52% odds to get the top 4, obviously.
San Antonio gets it. It's rigged.
And then you go down, and the Oklahoma...
If anybody gets it, but the team that I want to get it is rigged.
The Bulls have a 1.8% chance.
They'll get it. It's rigged.
And the Thunder have a 1.7% chance.
That's always nice that the Thunder get in there. I'm glad for them.
But... well, yeah, they were a play-in team because they didn't make it in. They still get a chance officially They get to go in. So, but no,
Did you understand that?
I really don't want to see the Rockets get it. But and Pistons, I'm still on the. I'm not on the fence. I'm starting.
Nobody likes Detroit.
I'm starting to lean over the fence that the OSU player Cade Cunningham, the number 1 pick a couple years ago, has been fairly quiet in Detroit. So there's no all-star talk about him really either. Not that he's a bad player. Now Detroit's GM is former assistant GM Troy Reaver from the Thunder, so a lot of that small ball they draft a lot of the same. So, but Zach's right, Spurs, and then you've got Charlotte potential looking at a sale. There's been rumors that Jordan might be looking at sell that team.
Would they move it, or is it just a sell?
Let's just sell. For
Just a sell for now, and then you've got small market. See, that's the funny thing is you've got. I wouldn't consider the Spurs a small market. Okay, so
Portland has a 10% chance to get the first overall.
Yes.
compared to Houston.
Yeah, and they didn't have
Houston
that
and
bad
Dallas,
a
they
year.
are a small market.
Oh, I know, but no, I think in NBA relative terms, they're a big market. San Antonio is one of the most top 15, 20 cities in the U.S. population-wise.
No, Kenny, I don't
I'd
look at
go
stats
top
on
10.
cities.
Yeah, so that's pretty high. So but then you've got
I know
small
Oklahoma's one of the worst states to retire,
then
and
you
that
got-
was a new census that just came out.
You got Charlotte, Portland, Orlando, Indiana, Washington, Utah. All those right there. The next realm is all small market. So you're not going to probably see that. Then you get in the Jazz, or you get in the Mavericks, Bulls, and then the rest are small markets.
They know
So
they're San Antonio fans. They want to go to San Antonio. The NBA is going to make it happen. You heard it here first. That's where he's going.
I'm going to predict the Pistons win the lottery.
Both.
And we'll know because they'll start flipping over their numbers. And
Zach, how many rounds?
because then it's like if New Orleans or
2.
the Raptors. The what?
He said, how many rounds are in the draft?
Oh.
I had to think about it.
He did. He really.
Fuckers.
His eyes got big.
That's hilarious.
Didn't know there's a lot of talent.
All right,
at NCAA.
let's move on.
Basketball.
Let's move to Creston's.
Are we doing Chris?
Yeah, let's go to Creston's because we're running out of time.
And now it's time for 5 minutes of fishing and maybe some outdoorsy shit. I know there's a planned trip to get Kenny on a boat to go bow fishing for fish. It's time for Creston's Outdoor Hour.
Okay.
It's like
Thank you,
5
Creston, for 5 minutes for joining us for this outdoor hour. What do you got for us, my man?
Fish tournament this past weekend on Grand. Had 15 pounds. Got a check, I'm pretty sure. We didn't hang around and see.
minutes. We don't wait for those kind of checks.
Do they just mail it to you, or just
Yeah, they'll mail it. Yeah, if it's not a top 4 or 5 check, they'll mail it. It'll be here in a week or so.
If it's not oversized, I don't want it.
Yeah, exactly. If they don't give you, I'm kind of
on
like,
a truck,
Happy
like-
Gilmore. If I don't get one of them
U-Haul
giant
truck.
checks, I don't. Yeah, we're not waiting.
Gotta go to the bank real quick. I'll be back.
I'm gonna throw a boat brand under a little scrutiny, a little bitching on my part.
Okay.
Thomas and Clint both have bought Phoenix boats.
Now, is this the new? This is the new. Kind of give us an explanation on this.
The
these
Phoenix
boats.
Phoenix boats. They. I
What's
don't
your-
know.
Is it spelt like the town, the city Phoenix?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't get it. It's a boat from Phoenix.
No, they some I don't even remember who it was. The guy that bought the brand and started building them. He's a bass fisherman. Whatever.
Well, Phoenix boat. It says right off the bat, Phoenix difference. Phoenix boats are built by anglers for anglers.
Yeah.
Hold on.
And you guys
So-
ate that shit up. Is what you're saying.
Are you saying somebody built a boat?
Did you say there's a boat?
Okay, so-
boat
So
just
they
for
bought
English?
this boat, and Thomas and Clint both have the same boat. Thomas's is 21 foot, Clint's is 20 foot, but they're the Phoenix, whatever, da-da-da-da-das. All the live well systems in the Phoenix are exactly the same. I've owned a whole wide variety, Champion, Triton, Charger, Skeeter. I've owned
Are all these Phoenixes running.
You almost had
Yamaha?
yourself another Skeeter.
No, mostly Mercury's. But you can get them with Yamaha. You can get them with whatever motor you want. You just have. But the deal is
What's the
the
RX
live
one?
well system on these boats. There is something that is wrong with it. because I have fished for years. I used to fish out of aluminum tracker, and I never killed as many fish in a live well as these Phoenix boats will kill. Period. We've lost every fish in 4 tournaments in Thomas's boat and 3 tournaments in Clint's boat. The screens...
Stupid question real quick. Do they have to be alive when you weigh them?
Yes.
You get a penalty for them. Most tournaments is a half pound per fish that are dead.
So you lift one up and drop it, and it just falls on its neck and dies immediately.
Or you're over there pumping it going, get it.
Yeah, like CPR.
I need a half pound.
Okay. The Phoenix live wells are set up different than any live well I've ever seen. They have one that pumps the water in from the outside, and they have one that recirculates the water through the system. Okay, everybody else's that has got the recirculating system, it's right up at the top. It blows the water out across the air, and that's what puts the oxygen in it.
Yeah.
Phoenix's is down in the bottom of the tank, and it's got 2 little bitty holes. It's about the size of an ink pen.
Is it bubbling?
Cartridge. Well, up on the side of the boat, and it's supposed to draw air through these 2 little holes down tubes and back into the live well to put air in the live well. I don't know what it's doing. Don't care. I'm not an engineer on this deal, but 4 times in Thomas's boat and 3 times in Clint's boat, we've lost every freaking fish because the live wells doesn't fucking work. It's time
Phoenix responds to Sports Ledger like, "Are you guys clicking the button for the air release underneath the seat?"
No, do you think there's something that's getting caught in these tubes or something? Maybe some particles.
I think. Okay, you put fish in a live well, they throw
Should
up.
stay alive. That's why it's called a live well, not a dead well.
They regurgitate. They throw up. What crawfish shells, shad,
I do that
there's
too.
all kinds of shit floating around in there. It sucks to the screen, pumps up and it clogs it up. I really think that's the problem. And also, this is the only boat I've ever seen that does not have, every boat I've ever owned or been around, there's a lever that you can flip to drain the live wells. You just reach over, flip the lever. It opens up, there's a drain hole right on the bottom. It opens it up, lets the water drain out.
Yeah, that's what's supposed to happen.
Phoenix does not have a drain. Phoenix, you have to pump the water out manually with a switch to pump it out of there.
Why?
Well, it takes an extra 20 minutes of the day at the end of the fucking tournament sitting there waiting for the water to pump out because you can't leave old stagnant water in your live wells and grow fungus and mold and shit. So, it's a shit invention. Every other live well in the history of live wells has always worked. And Phoenix comes up with this new invention that we're not going to have a lever to let it drain out. We have to pump it out. And we have to have these 2 little ports on the side of the boat to draw fresh air in. Everybody else just pumps the water and sprays it up against the lid. And when the water sprays, it obviously disperses and draws oxygen back down when it hits the water and lands back in it.
That's how I work, yes.
So, but anyway, that's my big bitch.
So you heard it here
It's called
first.
science, kid.
Fuck Phoenix boats.
They ride good, they fish good.
Hold on, now, I
the
looked
boat's
up-
really good. I'm
Hold
not
on,
saying that.
I
The
looked-
live
Phoenix
well,
live well.
yeah, the
I
live
went
well
ahead
system.
and I looked up the issues with Phoenix boats. Now, this comes from 2022 in May, so pretty much a year ago.
Okay.
All right. We have difficulty with the gas tank is the number 1 problem. Apparently,
Clint's. I've never really been around
having
Thomas.
to put the gas tank, you can't fill it up.
Yes, I've never been. Me and Clint fill up the boat almost every time we go the morning of the tournament. Thomas has already got all that shit done when he shows up. Thomas is just ahead of the game.
Right.
Okay, Clint, you're turning you're turning the gas nozzle upside down, sideways. You can't lock it and click it and walk off and go into the store and get your breakfast and your drinks and come back out because it will not pump gas. It pumps for about 3 seconds and clicks off. That is a problem also.
That's fucking annoying.
So
It
they
is.
do have a fix for it, but
What's the fix?
Money.
remove the seats,
Sideways
take out the
gas
screws. After that, you should cut the fuel line or remove the vapor canister. Finally, you must put in a connector for the fuel line and reassemble
Sounds like something
the
they
entire
should have
thing.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Lack of
lighting.
lighting. Is that a? That's pretty much it.
All the compartments light up just like every other boat. There's lights in the live well.
I think it was button lights.
Panel is not back.
The panels.
Yeah.
Okay, the panels do not light up where you can. That is true because like my Skeeter, when it lights up, it says port live well recirculate, starboard live well recirculate. All that's lit up. The Phoenixes do not light up what it is. It just has glowy lights for all the buttons that
Did
you
they
have
make
to do.
a 1990s bass boat and just decide to call it a 2023?
Well, the anglers.
Everything
they're
you
built by
loved,
anglers.
everything you loved
Right.
about the 90s, we put it all in this boat. Dead.
So yeah, that is true. I never thought about that because most of the time you just look over and it's a lit up display screen. It anchor lights, navigation lights, live wells, port and starboard, recirculate. It's all lit up where you can see which button to. Theirs is not. It's just a twist knob, and the knob
this
is
is a
lit
90s
up.
this is a
The
90s
knob
bass
is
boat.
lit up, so you know where the knob is to twist it, but it doesn't say what it runs. It's
Yeah,
not
that's
lit
what I'm
up.
saying.
You have
This
to have a flashlight. That is
This
a good point.
This is a 90s bass. Okay, the number 3 was the motor leaking. I don't know if that's...
Not yet.
Trouble with the
Is that-
engine. Many Phoenix bass boat owners report problems with their
Now, is this the engine's coming from them? Because you said...
It's Mercury or Yamaha.
Yeah, so...
What do you guys have? What do they have?
They both have Mercuries.
Yeah.
What I will say about the new...
Gonna buy me a Mercury.
Don't know about... Thomas, I don't think has had this problem. Clint has done it 3 or 4 times. There is a...
This is the
Yeah,
FU Phoenix?
Yeah, maybe this is just... Yeah, but this ain't Phoenix's problem. This is Mercury's. The...
but it's coming
now
from
we're
the
just getting
engines.
picky.
It's coming from the engines that are built for there.
No, the tilt. Because we've stopped in the tournament 2 or
Now
3
the
times.
next one, uncomfortable.
Hang on. We had to go to bank a couple of times in the tournament, back the boat up on bank so we can get out and not being in the cold ass water in the middle of the winter, reach under the motor, and there is a set screw. You have to loosen the set screw and twist this rod till it lines up perfectly and then tighten the set screw. They don't even have a drilled porthole or nothing in this to keep the rod. If the rod slips, it tells you your motor's trimmed too high. It puts your motor into governor mode and shuts it down where it'll only idle.
Wait till
So
it
you
goes into president mode.
you don't run it out of water and overheat the engine. And it's all on a sensor on this back rod, and it's just the sensor is held in with a set screw, and it vibrates running down the lake, and it'll twist and put the boat. So there is a problem there with the Mercury motors.
Okay,
I
the
know we
number
ran into.
5 problem was uncomfortable seats. How is that for you? You're a very larger gentleman.
The seats do have little raised arms on the side, and for a fat ass like me, you are setting up on the arms kind of go out at an angle, and the seat's so narrow that one of your cheeks is always up on one.
Do
of
you
the
look
arms.
like Peter Griffin sitting in the
Yes, I do.
sitting in the desk? At the
Okay, so
school
let's
when he
keep
goes?
going with these Phoenixes because I could pick them apart real quick.
This
I
is
guess.
just regular problems with the console. Passenger consoles removal and rattle and shake, especially when in chopping
Okay,
water.
neither one of them have the consoles in. Everybody that I fish with take their consoles out.
And of course, finding older parts was the number 7.
What's a console? I mean,
The windshield.
Oh,
The console, the windshield. There's the driver one with the steering wheel.
Yeah.
But everybody takes the passenger one out. If you're fishing,
open.
you always just fish out of it would be the left side of the boat. You fish out of the left side of the boat because you hook a fish, reel him in, your partner doesn't get the net, something happens, you can swing him. There's no windshield to hit him off of. There's a giant open hole down in the floorboard where you can just flip him
He
in.
just said there's
Gotcha.
not a windshield to sling him off of.
Yeah. Yeah, you go to flip a fish, he comes unhooked, hits the windshield, bounces back out. There's no windshield, he comes up over the gunnel, he comes unhooked, he's falling in the big open expanse
Right
of the
off the
floor.
gunnel.
And then you
What's-
jump on him.
What's the gunnel?
The outer edge
okay.
of the boat.
You got a nice gunnel.
Nice first term.
Hey, you want to see my gunnels? The other one was just finding older parts, which I'm guessing
Which is a new boat.
if these boats are newer, then yeah, you're gonna have.
So
you're gonna have to retrofit.
So
it.
that was the only problem I had with the main problem was the live well thing. You work your ass off all day long to catch these fish, and then you open the live well door up to call, and every fucking fish is laying there dead. That's a problem.
That's gonna be a problem.
Yeah,
Yeah, half a pound to a pound
I
penalty.
looked. I didn't see anything on the live wells that anybody else is bitching. That's made a comment, as far as publicly.
I'm just telling you, it's happened. Thomas is 4, Clint's 3. So
Know anybody else that's running them?
yeah, a lot of people's running them, but I
Have
haven't
you asked them?
Haven't
No.
really. No, didn't really talk to them and ask them about their live well situation because that's never been. It's not an issue.
Sure.
They fixed the live wells 25 years ago.
Not the city. I typed that in too, but the same 7 come up.
So this
So
is an
Aerator
aerator.
pump not working on port side live well.
well, that could be just a problem that happens anytime.
You're touching me with your
I
foot.
know, I'm got
Well,
a
the-
freaking cramp.
The aerator pump is what it is because you have recirculate and aerator, and no, vice
Pump
versa.
rooms, no water on the way.
Pump
Timer.
runs, no water.
Timer issue.
So, but anyway, I know that's a problem because it has been for us.
All right, now it's time for Kitty's bullshit.
We'll finish up. I mean,
No, we're done. We needed to go right into. No, you're not here, so we had to do it now.
Bob
No.
Stoops wins his second championship.
Ah, yeah, we're
Congratulations
gonna
to you,
talk.
Bob.
Talking about the XFL.
Excellent stats. Their record pretty low. Came in a little bit,
God.
hot at the end of the season, and
You're
they.
just like your father.
I mean, sorry, I'm just beating you to it. And what else did we talk about? He mostly killed the stats in the NBA minute.
God, he killed all of us in the NBA minute.
He's like, well, if you notice the score was this, and at the end of the third, that was the score.
If we're going
Just
for,
like everyone
if
else.
we're going
See?
for 2 hours of
If
Kitty's
you looked at
bullshittery,
the
I'll take another
score-
beer.
Then you would have noticed.
Well,
What
no,
the
so what do you got? What's coming up this week? Do you have anything this week?
Okay, this
I was handing it to him. Well, you have to drip it all over me and hit this fucking cord.
this
Yes,
weekend
yes, it does.
I have
Yeah.
the Nichols
Hold on to
on
it. Drip it all
Sunday, and they have the
Nichols.
Nichols Tournament Trail. Nichols
Are you
Team
back
Trail
off?
Is it? Are you not?
is Sunday. Well, they're
Not good.
doing the Grand Challenge on Saturday, which is also put on by the same people that put on the Nichols Tournament Trail. Why would you put? I understand their point because they only have to bring the trailer and the crew up there one time. They kill it both in Saturday and Sunday, but you're going to have the Grand Challenge, which will draw 500 to 600 boats on Saturday, and then you're going to fish in Nichols on Sunday.
Yeah.
So that's
Grand?
that's- yes. So, that's all I have though. I have the Nichols this Sunday.
2 days or what?
No, just one.
Oh, way to finish that up. USXFL news?
Sure.
USXFL.
So
the-
Zach already mentioned it. I mean, the Renegades.
You have to do it again.
One thing he didn't mention. They were 4-6 going into the playoffs. Finished the record.
Here we go, the
6-6.
stats.
Defenders only had 1 loss. Now, when they did play in the regular season against the Renegades, it was the closest game the Defenders had, minus their loss.
The closest game.
Anyway, is this a segue for Bob Stoops to the NFL? Not quite.
I don't think so.
Not quite, but
And the,
It's getting
coming.
closer.
It's
It's coming.
coming.
But I
can
think
see
he's
it.
going to
You
get
did-
some talk.
you did
I think
recognize
there's
his-
going to come up be a time, and that's why I mentioned Tampa.
You did recognize that his crew was like the same, almost the same crew that he had in college.
Because
His
you can
coach-
see
his coaching staff.
a Texas connection maybe somewhere, or I mean, Jerry Jones has. It's not going to be in the next year or two because McCartney.
I'm just going
But-
to tell you, Bob Stoops is not dumb enough to go coach for Jerry Jones. I don't think he will.
You might be right. I mean,
Bob Stoops is smart enough. He wants to run his team.
He's smart enough that he wants to play for Jerry Jones and just get that check and be there for the rest of his life.
Do we need to
Could
talk
be that,
about?
too.
Do we need
Well,
to talk
maybe. I
about
can
Luis
see that
Perez,
point,
the quarterback?
And he's like, "Hey, Bob, you're getting a little bit
They
way
had
too much
60
attention
they had
to the
60-plus players go
Arlington
to,
team. Maybe you should just come on over here."
minicamp
I
and
can
OTAs.
see that, but
who XFL?
I don't think
Yeah,
Bob
they
would
did.
want to be under Jerry's thumb. I don't think that's Bob's MO. I mean, Bob likes to run the show and be in charge.
Bob's a
I
And
say
Jerry-
that he
Jerry
wants to be
Jones.
the general, but I also think that he would allow someone else to be the general manager and to make those decisions as long as he got some input.
But you got to remember, there is GM,
You know.
there is coach, and then there is the owner. Those are all three separate.
Yeah, I understand that.
Not in the
and
Dallas
Dallas is a
world.
little
Not in
different.
Dallas.
In Dallas's world, it's all Jerry.
Yeah.
Jerry
It's
gets
a little
involved in other
Jerry-
But I
teams.
mean,
World.
Jerry's
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 you act like
dementia
Jerry's
is
a-
kicking in.
Say
and
Jerry.
Jerry's not a spring chicken either. So
Yeah, but you've heard the term Jerry's World. It is Jerry's World because I guarantee you he
I watched
controls
Bobby's World as a
Jerry's
kid.
boys.
He-
We should make a sitcom.
he
Oh, yeah,
controls
Jerry's
a lot of
voice.
stuff on other teams also. I think he has his nose in more stuff than people realize.
Well, we knew that he had his nose in a flight attendant. In,
Oh my gosh!
in
Allegedly.
Arkansas. No, it's DNA proved.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
and
she
go with
got
it.
it. She just wanted the acknowledgement that he's her dad.
No money. She just wanted the.
Yeah, she just wanted to just like say you're my dad. Say you're my dad.
He's like, nope. Here's $10 million.
Here's more money. Go the fuck away.
Okay,
Just say you're my daddy.
go back to Kenny's bullshittery.
No, a few more things.
No, we're not doing that. But a few more things on the
Luis
bullshittery.
Perez has been on numerous teams' practice squads, but never actually
and
played a
DiNucci
snap.
did get signed, I believe, by was it the Broncos or the 49ers, I think? He was an
I know he
XFL
went.
guy.
Yeah, I know that
I
he
was
went.
going to look that back up. But anyway, John Morant talked about...
Are we in here, Howard?
A little bit, yes.
Oh,
So,
I
yeah,
didn't
so-
play the music.
Oh, well,
I
you
thought
said,
we'd already
you said
moved on
start
to-
it.
Well, I did, but then you were over there jerking off in a corner.
And so...
How do I know where the music starts? Nobody knew.
Go
Say it
over
was
over
that-
the part when I was
when
talking
he
about
was
the Bob
talking,
Stoops.
yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
he
he
wants to
tried to
cut
be
that
funny.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I was
yeah,
trying to be
you
Mr. Funny Guy.
No, you can leave that.
Please
in
don't
there.
poke
Just
my
go.
eye out. He keeps pointing
John
it out.
Morant shown on live
Not wearing your peach
Instagram
glasses.
brandishing
Brandishing.
a gun.
Dancing with it. I saw the video.
Was suspended. 7-8 games.
I know
earlier
it's
in the
gonna,
year.
Yeah, for social media.
So what's
And
the
then-
NBA? I mean,
No,
what's the NBA?
It's just weak. I'm like, and then the playoffs end. They're like, and then they suspend him. It's just weird. It's like they wanted the money or the sales.
Well, yeah,
the
they were a
playoffs.
high seed.
Really? Yeah.
I think Memphis was the 2 seed.
no fucking
going in.
balls.
They went in. They played.
No
they lost
balls.
to
Lakers.
Lakers.
Yeah, so they were a 2 seed.
NBA no balls.
Yeah. Well, that's
what it
kind
is.
of the rumor is it's Adam Silver has got no balls.
It's like-
I think he suspends him for the year.
I
or
just
at
don't know
least
why
half.
you let him come back and
Or at least half a year.
play the playoffs and then didn't. I mean,
Now-
it's not like you really played, but
Well, he said he went to counseling or whatever he done. I mean, it was kind of his first
Yeah,
time
he said he went to fix it.
to get to a
did
big
what he was
big
supposed to.
issue, and then all of a sudden it's like, wow, you're brandishing a gun.
and
It-
I don't think he should be suspended
Not
for a
that
whole
that's
year
illegal,
or even suspended next
but
year.
it does come
But it's
off
just
as
dumb that
But
you
with the
suspend
NBA's
him
with the
now.
NBA's strict
It just
image,
comes off
image
as
rules.
it comes off as a bad look for him. And
Did they still have that? You have to wear a suit when
He's-
you're on the sideline.
I don't remember. All right, number 1 seed 20 would be 2024. Pinnacle quarterback Dylan Raiola. He did commit today. He committed to Ohio State before, changed his mind,
To Georgia.
and then he is moving on to Georgia. I want to say that is he 20? Is he a 2024 kid? I think he's a senior this year. Yes.
So it's nice when he talks to himself.
I know.
No.
Yeah.
So anyway, number 1 quarterback. No, what?
See how dirty I can get.
No, the one thing that the one thing I brought up, the reason I brought that up is not because of that.
2024 prospect.
Is
Look,
yeah,
I found it right
is he
there.
24? Yeah, 24. Okay, that's what I thought.
Chose
is-
Georgia over USC and Nebraska.
Where's Brock Vandergriff now? Now, if you remember, we've talked about this before. That was Lincoln Riley's boy. He decommits from Oklahoma, goes to Georgia, and that's how Lincoln gets not Cadillac Williams, who gets Williams.
Well,
Call him Cadillac.
there's hold on. Dude. You went to a guy who was an Auburn running back.
And drafted by.
All right, so here's what I got for you. So since he left Ohio State has filled the spot with Air Noland,
Yes.
the number 47 recruit. Neither USC nor Nebraska has added a quarterback in his 2024 classes. Of course, the Trojans have Malachi Nelson coming in, and we saw how
Yes.
that went for his high school senior year.
Uh-huh.
Nebraska transferred in Jeff Sims from Georgia Tech. That's probably a bad idea. The Dogs did not sign a quarterback in the 2023 cycle, but did add Gunnar Stockton in 2022. As of now, Stockton is on the roster with Carson Beck and Vandergriff.
And I think Carson Beck starts.
Beck will be a senior.
I think Beck. Well, no,
And-
that's when really gets on campus.
Oh,
Yeah, because Vandergriff,
okay.
I know, is a redshirt sophomore right now. So this year.
Who is
So
he?
Riola ain't coming until next year. Riola is a senior this.
so
gonna play a
Vandergriff and
senior.
Beck are both going to be.
And I think Beck starts. I think he's their starting quarterback, and I don't think Vandergriff sniffs the field. He might, or he might transfer. But anyway, just goes back to the whole Lincoln Riley quarterback guru. I'm waiting to see when his guy, and his guy is.
Well, all he's gonna do is just wait till Malachi Nelson flames out, and then just transfer in another kid. Because apparently he recruits.
I kind of wonder about his talent evaluation. Was my point in that, you know.
Oh, we
now
already know- we
Vandergrift
already
might
know
be
what his talent
good,
evaluation is.
but you know he got Williams because Vandergrift bailed. So then turn around, it's like, hey, we got.
So this argument I had about who has Lincoln Riley ever drafted that was good.
Well, and fair to say, the only person that he's had really his first real recruit was Rattler.
And how'd he turn out?
Well, he's still in college, so he hadn't been
Yeah,
drafted
he's still-
yet.
No, but how did he turn out as a college quarterback?
Oh, he's
Well,
had
he's
a- he's
projected
had a
to be a
great-
first-round pick next year.
He had a
Just saying,
great last
some-
3-4
some-
games.
South Kakalaki.
Some
So
places
coaching's
have
better there.
That's Beamer.
some places.
So coaching's better.
I don't know if it's necessarily better. I think there's less pressure.
Yeah. You want your win, but you don't.
I mean, you come to Oklahoma. I mean, if you don't win, people are going to shit on you, no matter who you are.
you
it's
can
just the way
actually
it goes.
pay for that. No,
So what?
getting shit on.
Anyway,
So
that's all,
anyway,
I had to bring up that. All right, and last.
I need a nap.
still think Riley's a snake and a piece of shit.
Yeah,
I
we
said
all
it.
do.
I said it before
But Kenny named his damn child after
I,
him.
as soon as he took the job over, that
He
was
did.
my.
He did do that. Yes.
Kenny
He
did
did.
name his child.
Lincoln Riley Weiss.
Silent.
And that kid whines just as much as the real Lincoln Riley.
Worse.
Kenny's laughing about something we don't know what it is.
No, I was laughing about that.
He's just laughing. All right, so what do we got?
All right,
More stats?
Derby runner mage.
Oh, here we go.
Yes, we know you're buying a horse. We can skip this one.
I'm not buying a horse. I did pick
What?
him. Horse.
I'm not buying a whore. I'm not doing it.
Horse.
You heard it here first. Kenny's not buying a whore.
Okay.
But no,
Because somehow
so,
he'll get his money back.
so underdog, not the best, not the biggest underdog, but I did pick him to win, not to brag, and
But you did. You do.
and so
The whole text message was you bragging.
he's going to be obviously the favorite. And an interesting stat about that is he'll be the only horse that I said earlier, talked about. He's the only horse that's going to be running that ran in the Derby.
Just as long as his jockey figures out to keep him on the outside, not to put him against the rail.
So he drew the 3 spot, which is not the best.
He'll lose. He's not winning. Not unless the jockey holds him back and just takes him to the
Well,
outside.
now-
you can still move him out.
Yeah.
You have until the first corner, right?
I'm just telling you, right? I don't know all. I just know because Thomas that I fish with is an owner of this horse, and I've watched every race because we've watched them live. And
What was his return on that?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. Can you say?
we're not talking
Off
about
the
that
pod.
off the
Okay.
pod. I can tell you a little more.
I mean, well, was it substantial? Or was it just like, here's $10, shut the hell up
No,
No,
it
because
wasn't
he's
$10.
not one of the small owners. He owns a little bit more.
of the horse?
Yeah,
Does it
there's
say the
percentage.
leg, the big leg, or the hindquarters, the tail?
I own the teeth.
He owns the nose of the horse, the part that crosses the line, the most important part. But no,
I want to. How much for that?
I know you knew you were gonna say it. I just says a matter
How
of
much
time.
for that giant?
that's where they're going to make the money.
That's
off
where the
horse.
money's
Yeah,
at, right there.
exactly.
That is
Everything
where
that
the
comes
money-
out of that, mine.
That's where the money is on that deal. You are correct.
God.
All right, we done? Please,
Yeah.
please say we're done.
Yeah. Disarm was 4th place finisher, and he got
I thought we
nixed
were
at
done.
the end.
I already
so-
hit the end button.
No. So anyway, picks.
No, I mean I thought we were done.
So
with
picks. It is this weekend, isn't it?
that. What?
The horse race.
I don't know. I do other things, man.
Our base does not watch horse racing.
No, I
right
just
now.
it's
Our
it's
base
the
doesn't
old-
even watch us.
We're gonna have to have
We don't have a
Thomas
base.
over on a
Yeah.
podcast. Just,
Well, not now. After Mage loses this race,
no,
horse
no,
racing's done.
I'm picking Mage to win it.
All right, that's all I got. Go ahead.
Oh, there we are. There's horse racing. Man, now I can get this schedule. Nope, that's Kentucky Derby. Had to bet on a Derby.
Had to bet on a horse.
Had to you bet? I already know how to bet on a horse. Grandpa taught me that when I was 5.
There's a lot of different things to bet, though. It's like you go once and you kind of learn it, and then after it's old hat after you've done it. a couple
Saturday.
times. But I'd have to.
What do you need to learn,
I'd
Kenny?
have to learn how to bet, and you box it, you trifectas, you do the.
Does that still come in the Tulsa world? Does it still have the horse race numbers?
No, but you can go up to and get the booklet up. Go up to the receipt.
Well, no, but you used to have the horse race numbers that came in the.
They might.
The
But that
results.
paper, I don't read the paper anymore.
You used to have the results that came, and you could sit there and you just read week to week to week to week.
This Saturday. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah. At Pimlico Racecourse. I don't care if I said it right or not.
Pimlico, and it's in Baltimore. All right, go ahead. I'm
Your
done.
mom's in Baltimore. All right, what do we got?
I'm finished.
Bye, everybody.
Oh, I guess we're.
I don't have anything else. I think we've
Is
covered
this Sean's
everything.
Chicago Bears minute?
Shut up.
They still suck.
You know what?
Move on. We're done.
You know what? I've had about enough of all of you.
No, next week we'll
I've
dig in
already
more to
started
both
the
the
music.
playoffs. Look at our predictions. We did pick basketball. We did pick the hockey. So we'll review those. So.